Okay, let's get right into it. What if I told you that the first few moments after your paycheck lands in your account could literally define your entire financial future? We're about to break down a simple, super powerful routine to follow every single payday. This is the plan that puts you in the driver's seat and on a direct path to building real wealth. It all starts right here. 15 seconds. That's it. That is the critical window you have after your paycheck hits before your brain kicks into overdrive and starts making some, well, let's just say impulsive decisions. It's an incredibly short but unbelievably important amount of time. Because in those 15 seconds, the mental shopping spree is already on. Your brain starts running all the calculations. Okay, I can finally get that new gadget. Or, that's enough for 3 weeks of fancy takeout. Or, you know what? Those shoes in my online cart are finally happening. It's this automatic, almost primal reaction to having fresh cash.
And you know, that impulsive cycle is exactly why so many of us are basically financial sleepwalkers. We go through the motions, earn, spend, repeat, and then wake up at the end of the month completely baffled, wondering, where did it all go? The alternative isn't about being restrictive. It's about having an intentional system, a plan that works for you, not against you.
So this is the crucial mindset shift right here. You have to stop seeing your paycheck as just a reward for the last couple weeks of work. You need to start seeing it for what it truly is, a set of building blocks. Every single dollar is a choice to build your future freedom, or a choice to let it just vanish into that black hole of mindless spending.
To really make this work, we have to fundamentally flip the script on how we approach money. It's a simple change in the order of operations, but believe me, it makes all the difference in the world.
Okay, this slide right here perfectly diagnoses the problem. Most people follow the broke method. You earn money, then you pay your bills and buy things, and then you just kind of cross your fingers and hope to save whatever's left over. The problem? There's almost never anything left over. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has a giant hole in it. The wealth method completely flips that. You earn, and then immediately, before anyone else gets a penny, you save and you invest. You pay your future self first. Then, and only then, do you spend what's left.
All right, so how do we actually put this into practice? It all comes down to a clear 5-step plan. This isn't some abstract theory. This is a real, actionable routine you can start the very next time you get paid. Here it is, the exact roadmap. First, we get real about where your money is truly going. Second, we protect your financial foundation. Third, we build that crucial safety net. Fourth, we start investing for the long haul. And finally, step 5, we attack that soul-crushing high-interest debt. So let's break these down one by one. First things first, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Your necessity percentage is the money you spend on pure survival. Your rent or mortgage, your groceries, basic transportation, essential utilities. Now notice what's not on that list. A dozen streaming services, that fancy gym you barely use, your daily coffee habit. Those are wants, not needs.
So a great rule of thumb is the 60% rule. If your true necessities are eating up more than 60% of your take-home pay, that's a red flag. It's a sign that you might be living beyond your means, or maybe you're just classifying some luxuries as necessities. Getting this number below 60% is what unlocks the cash for everything else, the fun stuff, and more importantly, building your wealth.
Step 2 isn't glamorous, but it is absolutely non-negotiable. Before you do anything else with your money, make sure every single minimum debt payment is scheduled to be paid on time. Your credit score is basically your financial reputation, and even one late payment can cause some serious damage. This simple habit is the foundation your entire financial house is built on. Don't skip.
Next, we build the buffer between you and chaos. An emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses, just sitting in a separate, high-yield savings account. Its job is not to make you rich. Its job is to be boring and accessible. This is the money that lets you sleep at night, knowing that a surprise car repair or a sudden job loss won't send you into a financial death spiral. It's pure peace of mind in a bank account.
All right, once that safety net is funded, you get to graduate to wealth-building mode. And your first stop is the easiest, most obvious win in all of personal finance, the employer match. If your company offers to match your retirement contributions, you take every single penny of it, no exceptions. It's a guaranteed 100% return on your money. It is literally free money, and leaving it on the table is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can possibly make. And this brilliantly illustrates why starting now is so critical. Time is your single greatest asset when you invest. As you can see on this chart, if you invest just $300 a month starting at age 25, you could end up with around $1 million by retirement.
But if you wait just 10 years and start at 35, that same contribution gets you to only about $400,000. That 10-year delay costs you $600,000. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today.
Okay, finally, with your investments growing on autopilot, you can turn your full attention to destroying high-interest debt. There are two main strategies here. The avalanche method has you tackle the debt with the highest interest rate first, which saves you the most money in the long run. The snowball method has you pay off the smallest balance first, giving you these quick psychological wins that build momentum. So which one is best? Honestly, it's the one you'll actually stick with. Personal finance is often more about psychology than it is about math.
So now we have the plan. But how do we guarantee we actually follow it every single time without fail for years to come? The answer is your financial superpower, automation.
Let's be real. Willpower is a finite resource. You might feel like a financial genius on Monday, but by Friday you're tired and you're much more likely to just say, I'll deal with it next paycheck. Automation takes that decision completely out of your hands. It makes sure your money goes exactly where you planned, whether you're feeling motivated or completely burned out.
And this is how simple it looks in practice. Day 0, your paycheck hits your account. Day 1, a pre-scheduled automatic transfer moves your savings and investment money out of sight and out of mind. Day 2, other transfers can automatically pay down extra on your debt. You never even have to touch it, you don't think about it, and you're never tempted to spend money that already has a much more important job.
But remember, automation is not set it and forget it forever. Your system needs a checkup every now and then. Anytime you get a raise, you pay off a loan, or your life circumstances change, you need to go in and adjust those automated transfers. You're still the pilot. You just have to make sure your financial autopilot is always pointed toward the right destination.
So what is the ultimate result of putting this simple routine into practice, payday after payday? Well, it is nothing less than a complete transformation of your financial life.
This system graduates you. You move from the constant stress of just trying to survive paycheck to paycheck to the quiet confidence of intentionally building your own wealth. You're no longer that financial sleepwalker wondering where your money went. You are awake, you're in control, and you have a clear path forward.
And ultimately, that's what this is all about. Your paycheck isn't just money. It is a powerful tool. And with the right routine, you get to decide exactly what you're going to build with it. So the question isn't whether you can follow this plan. The real question is, what will you build?